Graeme, first of all, we're delighted to see you here along with your Rangers team for tonight's friendly. It was a good competitive game. Do you think both sides took something from it?
Yeah, we definitely took something from it. We need our young men to go and experience playing against adult males, and they got that tonight. They got a good test. Our two centre halves definitely know they've been in a good fight, so that part of it's been great for us. And I said to the guys in there, they need to experience different things to continue their development, to continue their learning. And although we were displeased with certain elements of the game, this is all part of their education and learning how to come and play against a man's team. And it's difficult, particularly when we've got 16-year-olds on the pitch, but it's part of what we have to go and do.
Well, that leads me into my next question. It was a very young Rangers team, but you can see that there's the basis there and quite a lot of potential there in the way they approach the game.
You know, there's potential there. There's got some fantastic attributes. They deal with the ball generally a lot better than you saw today. They're generally a lot slicker with the ball. I didn't think we were smooth with the ball at all today, but I thought for the last 10 minutes when we started to zip the ball around, you saw what they were capable of, and we created a couple of chances. On another day we might have got something, but I just said to the guys, I thought about what goal we deserved, because we weren't where we want to be, we weren't where we needed to be, but I'll give them this one as long as it's only one.
And obviously your team's travelled around quite a lot, played sort of different European opposition, Hamburg, Villarreal and different sides like that, and now Larne. Is it a different type of football culture that they're experiencing, and will that stand them in good stead for perhaps moving forward? Well,
that's the point. We've got first team players now that are experienced European football. They've been to Ufa in Russia, they're going to go to Spartak Moscow, and we need to make sure these guys are ready to go and play 2 games a week, to go and travel across time zones, to go and be professional athletes who have to deal with minimal rest, who have to deal with plane journeys and still have to go and perform at an expected level. So it's all good for us. We try to get them exposed to as much of that as we can, and indeed we're going to go with the first team and play against Spartak Moscow because our guys need to experience it, and as part of their ongoing development, it's something we really, really strongly believe in, and I think we're seeing the benefits of it. We're seeing the fruits of our labours, and we believe in the long term we're going to churn out a better product and a better standard of player at the top end of our academy for many, many years to come.
It was a very special occasion, obviously, for Larne Football Club, but also probably for your Rangers team as well, playing in front of a crowd of 2,000 people in a full stadium.
That's a fine, by the way. That is a fine. Get your money out. Whose phone's just gone off? We're proud and honoured to be part of the occasion. It was a great occasion for us, and the players need to go and play in front of a crowd. They need to have that expectation upon them as Rangers players. They need to deal with that expectation, which is good for them. We just wish they'd have given a better account of themselves, because although we weren't bad, we weren't as good as we have been. So it's all part, as I said, of their ongoing education. But the more we can expose them to playing against first teams, the more we can expose them to a crowd, the better it's going to be for them. Research shows that players who are successful playing in Champions League finals, they start their careers playing men's football really young. Yep. 17 and 18 years old, regardless of standard, regardless of league, they need to go and experience first team football. So that's what we're trying to get for them, as well as giving them a tactical challenge of going and playing abroad as well.
And then just finally, you're about to go to the local Larne Rangers supporters club to meet the local fans. Obviously Larne's quite a big Rangers town as well. How important is it for the players to represent the club and to meet the supporters and sort of get into the community? I've
got no concerns with them. I'll take this group of players anyway. I'm really proud of how they conduct themselves as mature young men. They deal with that expectation and they uphold the standards of our clubs fantastically well. What they're going to have to deal with today are disappointed fans, which is a first for them. They've dealt with disappointed parents and disappointed coaches. Now they have to deal with disappointed fans and still go and maintain that standards and still conduct themselves with the humility and the grace that we expect from them. So this is the next part of their challenge, which is good for us, and I can't wait to see some of them crumble. Actually, I want to see them struggle. All we do is to try and get them a safe amount of struggle that gets them out of their comfort zone. I thought you saw a few people out of their comfort zone tonight, and it's not terminal to their careers. It's not terminal to their lives. It's just a bit of a challenge, and we support them throughout those challenges. We just want to make sure they get a broad range of them so that they can actually grow in lots and lots of different ways.
Brilliant, Graeme. Thanks very much, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks for having us up. We have a fantastic one yourselves.